It's Friday Night Frenzy.
It's a spooky Halloween edition of the Friday Night Frenzy. What might be even scarier is this is the last regular season Friday Night Frenzy of the year, a monster frenzy too. We've got a bunch of games, and to bring them to you, we've expanded our sports department. Tonight, Log Peterson, welcome to the Frenzy. How you feeling?
Oh, Mike, you know I am feeling good, my man.
Good.
Big time day. Big time day.
Heck yeah. Hey, we've also got Miss Official Stafford in the house. How you feeling, Jocelyn?
Feeling pretty good. Today I'm on the ref side, Mike.
All right. Hey, also, we've got Antonio, sad fan Clark. He's got a game as well. Antonio, how you feeling tonight?
You know, I was really sad, but then I got to go to my game and see some great high school football, so I'm not as sad as I was previously.
All right, beautiful. Hey, first and foremost, cheers to you. I'm on vacation, and we've got to talk about the Montrose Indians in a huge 4A Southern 1 matchup against the Mustangs of Ponderosa. Two top 10s going at it. Montrose trying to finish the regular season undefeated and have a tough task ahead of them with a team that, well, they are on just a huge game, a 10 ranking. I got to take my glasses off. I can't read. Playoff implications are all over this thing. Let's get you to the action right now, and let's get to it late in the first. Montrose drives all the way down to the goal line and get it punched in. Austin Griffin puts Montrose on the board first, 7-0. To the kickoff we go. Ponderosa looking for momentum, and doesn't start the script. Braden Herrick, he dropped it, but picks it right back up, finds a hole in big yards on the kickoff return. And let's talk about Ponderosa's offense. Their quarterback looked awfully slippery in the backfield, but watch Austin Griffin. He never gives up on the play, hangs onto that boot, and the rest of the line comes there to make the play. Next play, he's out scrambling the other way. First defender comes in, almost pries the ball loose, and then watch Bodie Griner finish off this sack. More from him later. To the second quarter we go. Pondo starts to move the ball. Here, Andrew Heidel finds Malcolm Kinzer along the sideline. That's the third. Indians 30, but watch the play right here. Quarterback struggles to get rid of the ball. Torrey Eckelman, he lays into him, and the ball's on the floor, and it's a turnover, a big turnover in a one-score game. Griffin just gonna chunk away later. How about using the edge? This time it's Gabe Miller getting to the outside, going to the out, coming back in, back up the gut. Running backs turn to earn some hard-nosed yards. Montrose just driving away, but on this play, a flag was thrown in for a holding, and penalties would put a kibosh on this drive. Mustangs back with it. Watch the hit delivered on the quarterback here. It's going to cause a fumble. Montrose would recover the ball, but the officials, they're going to have a talk about it. Late flag is thrown for a high hit to the quarterback, and now Pondo is going to get that momentum going. Heidel hitting up Max Mervin along the sideline to move the chains. And now he's going to go the other way, this time for Alex Tongren, a big old kid right there later. Here, coming into your living room, watch this. A really nice throw. How about that catch? Mervin for another first down. And then they do punch it in 20 seconds before the half. That Heidel to Mervin connection line is open. 7-7 tie game going to the locker rooms. To the third quarter we go. Montrose receives the ball. They get right to work into that run game. And you think that's what they're going to be looking for, right? But hang on. Gage Wareham back to pass. He delivers an absolute strike to Ethan Hartman. Now it's that young man's turn to make something happen. He does. It's a foot race. He gets stopped just shy of the goal line. And here is where the big Montrose offensive linemen come into play. They get enough push to get him into the end zone. 13-7 after the missed extra point. Mustangs' first drive of the half doesn't go as well. Heidel escapes the pocket. He's up a prayer, but yeah, Hunter Duke says that's my territory. Sees it the whole way, gets the pick off, some big return too. Now the Indians trying to make him pay, going around the edge. Watch the block there, though. That's going to get ruled a penalty, a holding. Forces the Indians into a passing down. But remember that Wareham to Hartman play? This one's even better. Watch the catch on the far sideline. To the fourth quarter we go. Same drive. Indians, they punch it in after a missed two-point try. It's 19-7. You know Pondo, they've got to be looking to go to the pass here. Heidel, he's going to get flushed, tries to shovel it to a receiver. Griner with the huge hit to Jart, incomplete, but here comes the Mustangs. How about this play? The defensive back, he's on an island. Tongren, a big boy with an amazing catch. That would have been a touchdown. Why do I say would have? Because, well, another flag, a crazy game. That one for holding. Pondo back to pass now. Montrose, they can bring some pressure. They would come away with the sack. Would they come away with the win? Let's get you to your final. How about it? 19 16-14. The Montrose Indians, excuse me, that should say 10-0. A perfect season. Congratulations to the Montrose Indians. A well done job. Let's get over to Jocelyn Stafford.
Thanks, Mike. Tonight we are heading out to Hotchkiss, where we have the North Fork Miners fighting to secure that spot in postseason, taking on no other than league rivals, the Gunnison Cowboys. With a lot at stake and one last fight for position in the playoffs, let's get right to the action. North Fork excited to show out in their last matchup. The Miners with first possession. Drayden Taylor with the run, weaving in and out, getting the Miners to a 1st and 10 and then some. Further down the field, guess who's running it? Taylor again ramming through the mob and coming out on the other side with another first down North Fork. He was responsible for 3 first downs that would get the Miners, well, here. Up against that end zone, QB makes the quick pass to Blaine Peebles, who gets away from that tackle and takes the clear path to the first score of the game. North Fork with the early lead 7-0 with 9 minutes left in the first. The Cowboys' first possession didn't go as well. Justice Williams feeling the pressure. Taylor doesn't just play offense, he gets the tackle, forcing a 3 and out. Wasting no time, North Fork back at it. Hope you're not tired of hearing his name. Taylor having one of his best nights on the field, adding a touchdown to his stats, furthering that North Fork lead up 14-0. But it wasn't just the offense that carried tonight. Gunnison would get a 1st and goal, but when they were forced to a 4th and 3, they don't get any further. That North Fork D-line holding them back, the Cowboys remaining scoreless into the second. Now, they wouldn't remain scoreless the whole game, but in the end, it didn't matter. North Fork taking the major win with a final score of 42-6. Now to Logan with a game from home.
Oh boy, yeah, Jocelyn and Mike, we got 2 heavy hitters squaring off tonight with the Delta Panthers riding a 5-game win streak into Rifle to take on the Bears. We picked this one up in the first with Delta ahead 7-0 and Rifle marching down the field. All right, let's take it. We're talking about, how about these Delta Panthers? They're sitting there. We got a pass as he rolls to the right. Ooh, not going to get there on that 3rd down. This is going to bring up a 4th down. And, ooh, look at this one. Here we go. We got some laundry on the field. There it is. We got another 4th and 10 coming. They're not going to be able to do it. And, oh, sorry about that one, folks. It is a incomplete pass there. But here we go, Delta with the ball, taking it, and we have him dropping back to pass. That is Reed for you. Look at what he's doing. He's scrambling off to his right. He takes it down for a 1st down for the Panthers. Gotta love that kind of action. Although, not great news for Rifle as they got to take another play here. This time, a toss off to the right, and folks, oh, shakes 1, shakes 2. He is off. Another 1st down for our Delta Panthers as they move it on down the field. Again, another shotgun formation, trips this time, and here we go. We are finding our man again, shakes 1, shakes 2 again. He is moving it down, all the way down, just pushed outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers are moving the football, folks. Here we go on this one. Let's get it. 2nd quarter now, same drive. 3rd down, he does not get it. QB keeper calls his own number, doesn't make it. 4th down, same play, same formation. Different result. Touchdown. Kick is going to bring that one up to 14-0. Fans are loving it. Fans traveled all this way for the game, and they're having a good time as their team goes up 14-0 on this one. We're going to move it ahead in the action. Panthers with the ball again. This time, Timmy Horn takes the handoff off the edge. He rumbles ahead for 11 yards and a 1st down. Later in the drive, what are we going to do here? We got a shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff. We find Workman on the right. Breaks and breaking ankles. Touchdown. This one after the kick. We go up 21-0 just before the half. Can anything get started for the Rifle Bears before the half? Here we go. We got a break down to the right. Finds a man, but he also finds a lot of white jerseys. No go on that. We go into the half. Big defense from Delta as we are up 21-0 for the Delta Panthers. They like what they are seeing. They're going to take the ball as they move on in the 3rd quarter. Look at this. Breaks 1 tackle, moves. This is your man, Timmy Horn, again. He is rumbling from the 20 all the way down to the 39-yard line. 1st down, Panthers. They are purring. Another handoff here for Horn. He's going to take it. He is churning those legs, moving the pile. Folks, that's a big 1st down, but wait. Take a look. Here comes the ref. What is he signaling? We've got a fumble. 1st down for Rifle. Defense showing a little life. Can they do anything here with the football now that they've got a little excitement on their side? Maybe. Here we go. 1st down here. Oh, miscommunication on the handoff, folks. Unfortunately, we did not get that right to the line of scrimmage. Third down play now. We are moving it off, move to the right, avoiding some defenders, looking for his receiver, but unfortunately, no go. They are punting again. No offense for the Rifle Bears here, but that was the name of the game after another punt. Let's go ahead and check out the final score on this one. We got a 35-7 final there. Ooh, the Rifle Bears are afraid of the Black Cats, and the bad luck with that one, Mikey.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, congratulations to Delta for another big win. Congratulations to you. You're watching the Friday Night Frenzy. We've got more coming up right after this. We'll see you then.